This is athletes who retired but were more successful afterwards. Wait, you can't even hear it. You can't even hear it. Why not? Let me just do this.
Appliances.
Okay, now you can hear it,
He retired
right?
at the age. Their sporting careers had officially ended, but these 10 athletes were just getting started, and none were as strange as George Foreman's transition from boxing to kitchen appliances. He retired at the age of 48.
I didn't even know he fucking did. What the fuck? I thought he was just a boxer that went to retirement and that's it. Alright, let me get rid of this fucking vidIQ bullshit. I need to fucking uninstall that shit. It's useless
Their
anyways.
sporting careers had officially ended, but these 10 athletes were just getting started, and none were as strange as George, age of 48 with minimal future prospects, yet had thankfully claimed his success was due to his healthy eating.
I mean, if you're a boxer, don't you earn like a fuck ton of money? I thought you earned like a fuck ton of money, especially like someone was as big as George Foreman, who was pretty decent, right? I'm not sure, was he ever world champion? I don't even know. But I feel like you'd be set for life, wouldn't you? Like with that much fuck, like, they earn so much money. Like I feel like it would be set for life. It's like fucking doing YouTube.
Because at the same time,
But
a
except
company
it requires
called
way more work.
Sultan was developing a special type of grill that would drain the excess fat out of anything it was cooking. George Foreman let the company use his name in exchange for 40% of profits.
Okay, well, that's pretty
this was
good.
his fate by tweeting, "While I was KO'd, I saw a giant piece of meat screaming, 'Grill me.' When I woke, I said, gotta find a grill." Thus the George Foreman
Okay, that's pretty
grill.
great. That's pretty
the
great.
product, however, was a total failure until he also began hosting their infomercials. George Foreman explained that at the height of the grill's success, there were months I was being paid $8 million, yet he'd eventually sell his share in the product.
But again, like, do you even need money? Do you need that much money? I'm assuming because I'm assuming the only reason you want that much money or need that much money is because you want to live the high life. That's the only reason. I feel like 8 million is like enough to survive a couple fucking years.
Of 137
if you're just living a modest life.
The product became so popular, one person posted, "Today I learned that George Foreman is not just a brand of grill. It's actually the name of a real man who was once a boxer, while the name Jason Statham belongs to a man who was once a diver." He made it to the 1990 Commonwealth Games, where the judges continually highlighted that he wasn't doing well.
Jason Statham, who's not having a good time. He's moved from 8th, slipped
That's gotta hurt watching that back, just having the judges like shit all over you.
down to 11th.
Despite placing 11th, he'd explained that diving teaches you discipline, focus, and certainly keeps you out of trouble.
Bad place to put the white text. Pretty bad place to put the white text. It makes it look kind of odd.
Which are principles he'd also apply as an action movie star. Statham performs his own stunts in every single movie, applying his swimming ability in productions.
Doesn't he perform stunts for others as well? Not just for him. He like does what's that called again? He's like a body double. So a stunt double, that's what it's called. For other people as well.
Like the Meg and Expendables 3, where diving actually saved his life. Whilst filming a truck scene beside a dock, the brakes on the truck failed, plunging him into the sea.
60 feet at the bottom of the Black Sea, stuck in the mud. How am I going to get out of this? This is how it ends.
Yet Jason was able to free himself and swim 20 meters back to the surface.
Okay, impressive,
Terry Crews,
impressive.
who we'll talk about later, said, "He was a professional diver. That was his thing, man. If it would have been me, I don't know if it would have ended that way." Statham further added, "I think what I didn't achieve in sports has probably helped me focus more and take my acting career more seriously, while Arnold Schwarzenegger was only able to act because of his sporting achievements." In the very same year as Arnold's first Olympia win, he was given the lead role as Hercules in New York, being cast for his appearance which resembled...
How many of you seen that fucking movie? This guy looks like Kleiner. Fuck off, man. Come on. I don't compare everyone to Kleiner. Come on. It was a misinput, alright? I misinputted twice. Like, come on. Don't hold it against me that much. Right, have any of you watched this fucking movie? It's great. Like, let me show you some fucking clips. Wait. This movie is actually just fucking goated. I love that fucking movie. It's just so awkward to watch it, but it's so fun. It's like funny cringe. Hercules in New York. Funny. Can I even show this without getting copyrighted? I mean, probably. Dub version versus original Arnold. Let me just show you a couple of these. Wait. I'm sure it'll be fine. I doubt I'll be copyrighted from this. I haven't had toys from that movie. You do? Awesome. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Hello, Jack. Welcome.
That's his job.
I have been here thousands of years.
I am bored. Don't interrupt your father. It may not be entirely without.
It's just so, you can already tell, like, just because Arnold is there, like, I feel like whenever Arnold is in a scene, it just automatically makes the whole thing awkward, and it's so funny for some reason.
But you wouldn't like it down there.
Let me show the scenes where he's actually like interacting with the normal people.
Nearest land? I fell. You're trying mine. Such remarks for your.
Oh wait. Oh, he's just fucking casual, like, you know, flexing his pecs for no reason. Nobody asked. Nobody asked him to flex his thing. Are you on Twitch? Yes, I'm on Twitch as well. The link is in the description if you want to go there.
In the water. Swimming. 100 miles from the nearest land? I fell.
You fell.
Fell? Yes. How'd that happen? It was an explosion. Oh?
Big boom.
What ship? Ship? From which you were blown overboard? In Olympus.
There's a great freighter by that name out of this year's.
What's your name?
Hercules.
Greek, huh?
Very old family.
Sir?
It's alright. I'm democratic.
You're addressing the captain.
Democratic.
Now you say sir to me.
It's just so fucking. It's so funny for some reason. Yeah, well, that's as far as I'll show. Go watch the movie. Definitely, it's worth it. It's worth a watch. It's really fucking funny. It's just so awkward. What an awkward human being. Jesus Christ. It's just because like the thing is, if you put him in a room with anyone, right? Everyone, he just looks like an alien because he's so fucking like at least for the time, right? He's just insanely huge. He's so fucking like, it's like insane. Like putting him like to any normal person, like in a room full of like actors who aren't like bodybuilders. You know what I mean? He just looks like a fucking alien, and he acts like one too as well. Not as much as Zuckerberg or like I don't fucking know who else, but definitely a bit odd.
The Greek hero. After his 7th Olympia win, Arnold was cast as Conan the Barbarian, the Terminator, and Dutch from Predator, each being influenced by his bodybuilding background.
They're all great though. He is a good actor. He has so many like funny fucking lines. It's so good.
Giving bodybuilding tips, also being
and
elected.
To be fair, like the issue is as well. Like I think it was in Sunny V2's video as well, or something else. Where no, it was something else I watched. Have you seen like what was it? I think it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's like gonna be starring in a new movie. I forgot what the movie was. I think he played as he's playing like a boxer character. Wait, let me look at it. Let me show you guys this. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing. Was it The Rock or was it someone else? Boxer. Wait, let me see this. Yeah, Mark Kerr. He's gonna be playing Mark Kerr, and let me see if I can find this tweet. You'll see how he looks in this fucking, or is it an Instagram post? Fuck, why can't I find this? There's like a picture of him, and he does not look like, you know how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, no matter which fucking movie he's in, he always just looks and acts like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Same thing with, that's why I'm bringing this up. Same thing with Arnold. He does the same thing. No matter which movie he's in, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Word. Just like I can't even say his last name. It's the same thing for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but like I'm trying to find the fucking picture now. Of him like being cast. Yeah. Watch this. You cannot tell that this is him. It's actually insane. All right, let me actually pull up the picture fully. Fuck, can you stop with the ads? My god. Yoink. Look at this. Isn't this insane? That's him. That's actually him. That does not look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His body's completely different. They even hid his tattoos. His face doesn't even look like that. What? I guess he just looks different with the hair, but like that does not look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's insane. What an insane transformation. He must have lost weight for this as well. What the fuck, man? What a fucking transformation for a role. Like finally he might, because he's not a bad actor, right? He never was a bad actor. It's just the issue is he never tried to act as anyone except for himself, which kind of made the movies. I mean, the movies were still good, but that's because he was in them. You know, if you liked watching him, you liked the movie. If not, then it doesn't matter. It could never be a great movie because it's basically a gimmick mascot movie for him. You know what I mean? No matter which one he's in. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
governor for 8 whole years.
I have high hopes
More recently,
for the movie.
however, Forbes announced that Arnold had officially become a billionaire, yet Magic Johnson already achieved this many years beforehand. He was the NBA's most valuable person during 3 separate seasons, while ESPN called him the 5th best player ever. But despite the Red Hot Chili Peppers writing a song about him, Johnson's career earnings were, according to Forbes,
I don't really watch basketball, right, or know anything about basketball. So I was like, wait, I heard Magic Johnson before. I definitely don't watch basketball though. I heard it from the fucking song, that's why.
Yet he spent it extremely wisely. Magic Johnson began investing in sports teams, pooling money to buy the LA Dodgers, for which he was heavily criticized.
We went in and bought the Dodgers for $2 billion, and everybody said they're the stupidest businessmen on the face of the earth.
Until it quadrupled in value.
At $8 billion, they said, oh, they're the smartest guys.
He'd therefore also invest in the Los Angeles Sparks, the Los Angeles Football Club, and the Washington Commanders.
No, honestly, just investment is the easiest fucking thing. If you know how to invest properly, or just become a millionaire overnight, it's that easy. If you know how to do it.
Los Angeles Lakers. He then launched his own talk show, his own film studio, and even his own record label, before also buying a movie theater, the tallest building in Brooklyn, and 125 Starbucks locations. However, there was one investment that was stranger than any other. In 2015, Magic Johnson bought 60% of the Equitrust Insurance Company before almost doubling their assets from 16 billion to 26 billion.
Damn.
If you told Prime Magic Johnson he'd one day work in insurance, he probably would have laughed. Yet Ion Tiriac's corporate change was somehow even bolder. You've likely never heard of him, but you'll never forget the mustache. Ion Tiriac was
He has a great mustache, though. He has a great mustache. I think it rivals Steve Harvey's. It's really good.
Player from Romania who
might surpass it even. In fact, it does surpass it. I'm sorry to say, it does surpass it.
10 years later, but
at least it looks real.
Unique look, he was given a role in many different ads. Then he casually decided to open his own bank. It was the first in his country after communist Romania ended, with its profits funding other ventures in real estate, auto leasing, and air travel, although his coolest business is easily his car museum. He owns over 300 different incredibly unique cars.
That's cool. I'd love to go to I don't really care for cars, like driving them or anything like that. Especially like I just generally don't care for modern cars. These look like a lot of like cool, different designed, like some antique cars or just interesting shapes. They're not all like, you know how modern cars are all fucking boring unless they're like really expensive. Even those are boring. Like most modern cars just look boring. They just look normal. I'm really into like these old kinds of cars, so I'd fucking love to go to this museum.
Cars, including 2 Rolls-Royce Phantom 4s, of which only 18 were made, and are valued at $3 million each. The rest of his collection features everything from Fords to
like these top ones, honestly. Oh, I guess these ones, these 2 are fine. This kind of car, this shit's fucking boring. Like, I want to drive these in GTA. I just go for like something like this in GTA, or if available, even something like this. Like, because these just look ugly. They look boring. They look too sleek, simple. It's like, nah. It's kind of like the same situation with like, you know, they're unoriginal. They're not creative. You know what I mean? Kind of like all the modern logos nowadays. You know what I mean? Same situation.
And they're all on display at the Tiriac Auto Gallery.
This is the worst offender, this kind of car, though.
Despite earning just £200,000 during his professional tennis days, he became Romania's richest man with a worth of 1.7 billion. But he's not nearly as famous as presenter Michael Strahan. NFL players retire after 3.3 years.
I love how I've never heard of. I knew his face. I've never heard of his fucking name. Like, I knew his face, and I saw clips of him, but I never fucking heard his name ever in my life.
Yet Strahan played from 1993 to 2007, spending 15 years with the New York Giants, and retiring after a year that his team had won the Super Bowl. But while this made him perfect for a career in sporting commentary, he approached it through a slightly different medium. Strahan became a talk show co-host on Live with Kelly and Michael, which increased its ratings so ferociously, it began beating its competition by 87%.
Holy shit,
He was then offered a position on Good Morning America.
I mean, to be fair, a famous person, if you fucking bring them on a show as like a permanent co-host, obviously it's gonna permanently fucking increase your, and if they're charming, you know, if they know how to do the fucking job, they'll obviously their fucking stocks will fucking increase.
also performed exceptionally, winning 2 daytime Emmys for
huge
Outstanding
increase.
Talk
Almost
Show
90%.
Host. More recently, Strahan was given a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame, represented by a whole new category for sports entertainers, making his star
Wait, so that's how they do it? They just lay like a
represented by a
what do they do? They lay like a piece of metal on it?
Strahan was
And though they push it into the ground or some shit. What is like a hot piece of metal or some shit?
given a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame, represented by a whole new category for sports entertainers, making his star the first to feature a trophy symbol. Michael certainly deserves his $17 million a year, while Vinnie Jones is also perfect for every role he plays. You might recognize Vinnie as the coach in She's the Man, being given the role as a former professional soccer player. He played 184 games of Premier League football, where he built a reputation as a super aggressive person. Vinnie had once casually threatened to rip off and spit in the hole another player's ear, broken the record for the world's fastest yellow card, and of his 184 matches, 12 had ended in red cards. His own club's chairman labeled him mosquito brain, yet Vinnie's tough attitude paid off unexpectedly. In 1998, he was cast as a criminal in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah. Okay, now I previously his face I didn't recognize. That's because he was younger. Now this face I recognize. I haven't watched any of the movies, I believe, but I recognize the face.
As on the day he was supposed to start shooting, he had to attend a court hearing for assaulting his neighbor over an argument about a garden fence. He was sentenced to 100 hours of community service. Take some fucking anger management therapy. He was then also given 80 hours community service after admitting assault and using threatening words or behavior towards members of an air crew. As passengers and crew tried to restrain him, Jones declared, "I can get you murdered. I can get the whole crew murdered for £3,000. But these hiccups only helped his career as he...
I just want to imagine how the fuck he would say it. I can get you murdered. I can get you murdered for... I can get the whole crew murdered for £3,000.
Crew murdered for £3,000.
Just trying to imagine a really aggressive British man.
Only helped his career as he began to play tough guys in every single movie. For example, the X-Men's Juggernaut. He's since acted in over 100 films.
That's one movie I did watch.
Like Shaq appeared in even more commercials. After retiring as the 10th best player ever, Shaq began making rap music, releasing 5 studio albums.
He says that as if it's like fact. 10th best player ever, just because he's ranked in some fucking random website.
One of which featuring Michael Jackson. Under the name DJ Diesel, Shaq began performing live at festivals as big as EDC Las Vegas. On top of music, Shaq appeared on WWE, in shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, and so many different commercials. IMDb
I still need to watch that fucking show.
However, most of his earnings have come from savvy business moves. Shaq owned 155 Five Guys restaurants, representing 10%.
Good choice, good choice. Very good food, but to be fair, more on the expensive side, which to be fair for him is a benefit, because, you know, gets more money.
Of all locations, as well as 150 car washes, 40 gyms, and 17 Auntie Anne restaurants.
What the fuck is an Auntie Anne restaurant?
Of $500 million, although there's something a whole lot cooler about the success.
Why are we going downwards in like net worth? The first was billionaires, now it's just $500 million. No.
Of Terry Crews.
Why go
he
down?
was drafted to the NFL in 1991, playing 6 games for the Rams, 10 games for the Chargers, and 16 games for the Redskins, although he'd explained that he wasn't very good. I was always on the end of the roster. I was never a big superstar. I was an 11th round draft pick, partially because he didn't even enjoy it.
It took me years to figure out I never really liked football.
Wow. Terry made it obvious that he instead preferred the arts.
I would go back into the locker room and ask the players if they wanted their portraits painted.
You did these while you were playing?
While I was playing. I was known as the artist football player.
Retiring from the NFL to take his talent to Hollywood.
Is that even art? That just looks like real pictures.
Crazy.
There was family members that were like, he had a chance.
He just traced over real pictures. What do you mean? How's that art?
He blew it. Right. You know, that was
that is really fucking good.
Although whilst working security on the set of Training Day, Terry was given an unexpected chance.
Well, the director walks over to me and he said, "Hey man, you want to be in this movie?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, "Sir, whatever you need me to do."
This turned into another movie, then another. But it was after appearing in White Chicks that his life would totally change.
The producer of the movie called me. He said, "Terry, your life will never ever be the same."
Terry was offered to appear in the Old Spice commercials, which went on for more than...
I forgot. I don't know how the fuck I didn't click that that's him. Yeah, the fucking Old Spice
years, calling it his revenge on the NFL.
They played it all over the NFL. That was,
I completely forgot
that was
the fuck
another
even
thing that
was.
was kind of like my revenge.
I can't recognize him with the shirt on. I'm sorry, I can't recognize him with the shirt on. He needs to take off the shirt, then I recognize him.
Because you couldn't watch a game without seeing some crazy Terry Crews Old Spice commercial.
Although in terms of success after sporting retirement, there's nobody close to Michael Jordan. Considered the greatest NBA player ever, Jordan was approached by Nike to create his own special shoe, hoping to make $3 million.
I still have no idea why the fuck those shoes like blew up specifically. I get it, Michael Jordan was popular and all, but like the how popular fucking Jordans became is Jesus Christ.
Instead, it earned $126 million by the end of the first 12
even they
months.
didn't expect it.
The shoes have since made him roughly $1.5 billion, which he used to buy a share in the Charlotte Hornets, spending $275 million in 2010 before reselling it in 2023 for a whopping $3 billion. As a result, Michael Jordan is the richest athlete ever, with a net worth of $3.2 billion.
Yep, nice. Alright, well, another good Sunny V2 video.